before we will facilitate your few questions. Thank you so much.
No, thank you. I'll give you an update of the current operations of our National Disaster Management Coordinating Center. The current operations that are now being conducted, it's right through from our government, also NGOs, faith-based organizations, CSOs, civil society organizations, our international communities are all coordinated under the National Disaster Management Office, under this ministry, the Ministry of Provincial Development and National Disaster Management. Our operational focus have not shifted. The operational focus have not shifted from when we began this operation. And that operational focus, firstly, one is on the emergency responses. Secondly, the conduct of the damage assessments, the general cleanup of the affected areas, mainly in the municipalities, our CBDs, and in the tourism sector, and coordinating the clearance of overseas assistance. In the emergency responses, we are conducting immediate assistance to the evacuation centers. These are in terms of health, hygiene, sanitation, providing of relief supplies and rations to the evacuees, and providing security and ensuring that they observe laid out camp routines by the security officers. Secondly, all other government agencies were tasked to restore critical facilities. This is from the Water Authority of Fiji, the FEA, Ministry of Health, and the Fiji Roads Authority. On the conduct of damage assessments, this concurrently being done both aerially from the air and also on the ground. We've sent teams up in the air to conduct aerial surveys, and also teams deployed on the ground to conduct this assessment. Still on that issue, this morning we again sent 15 teams, a team of five to five persons each in each team. They were deployed this morning to the west, and as we speak, they are now being briefed at Natambua from the Commissioner West. These teams will assist damage assessment teams already on the ground in the west. They are to cover the whole of the Western Division and also the outer lying islands in the Asawa groups and the Mamanudas. The cleaning up is still continuing. Lautoka area, the Nandi, the cleaning up firstly was concentrated within the Lautoka CBD and Nandi, and now we will move into the outskirts and rural areas of the both CBDs, and likewise in Batavua and Rakiraki. This cleanup are mainly conducted by the Republic of Fiji Military Forces personnel, assisted by the Fiji Prisons and Correctional Services, both officers and inmates. And we also have some volunteer groups who have put up their hands and are coming forward to assist in the cleanups, and we appreciate those efforts from those groups. The clearance of overseas assistance, this is one of the coordination efforts that we are currently engaged in. As the international community, our international friends, they are coming in offering their assistance, and a coordination of entering our airspace and landing on our airports, and the offloading of the supplies and onward the transfers of those supplies to our warehouses and further down to the affected, to the evacuation centers, and also to the affected areas, both in the northern and the western divisions. Some of the highlights in the last 24 hours. Last night, around 9 p.m., the 3 ships left Suvaba, that is the Ililo Watu, Watuloa, and the naval ship. They are now in Lautoka and loading relief supplies. These ships will move to the Asawa group, and the Prime Minister is also, and his team are also traveling on this trip. They will visit the Asawa groups in the coming days to provide relief rations and also can concurrently conduct assessments in the Asawa and the Mamanuga groups. Those are some of the highlights of the last 24 hours. We are conducting offering those assistance to the international community. We have had supplies coming in from Australia, from New Zealand, and these supplies are being distributed out in the west. And today, some of these flies are transported to the north for the affected areas. An update on the evacuation centers. As of 8 o'clock this morning, we were at 172 evacuation centers still open, with occupancy of 6,150 evacuees in those respective centers. Notably, this has dropped from even yesterday. We had over 200 evacuation centers still open yesterday, with 11,000 evacuees. The notable drops came from the north. In the north, there are only 2 evacuation centers open currently, and those are in the Bua area. Around that one is the Yando School and the Nassau Methodist Church, one in the Vuya district and in Dama district respectively. That notable drop in the evacuation centers and the evacuees from the north. One of the important issues probably you've seen in the dailies this morning was on the rural housing policy that was directed by the Prime Minister that we activate. This is a new initiative altogether. We will not confuse ourselves with the national housing policy that is different from this one. This housing policy is the rural schemes or the rural housing policy under this Ministry of Provincial Development and Natural Disaster Management Ministry. It is only activated during the time of disasters. That is the policy that we're talking about. We will not confuse ourselves with a national housing policy. So to the general public, this new initiative has a few criteria that go with it, and qualifying criteria. These qualifying criteria are now being sent out to the divisional commissioner's office and also to the DOs, where they can access it and find out for themselves whether they do qualify or not. But the whole idea in this is to provide quick recovery and rebuilding process to the vulnerables. If you will see the criteria, it targets the lesser fortunate in our communities, those with a total income of less than $10,000. And we are also targeting in this policy the partially destroyed houses, not the fully destroyed houses. So they will come up and register in their forms, in the claim forms, identifying the damages that has been incurred on their property, and then they'll return with those. They'll come up with those claim forms, and then we have qualified engineers who will pick up these forms and go out back to the field to verify the claim. And then they will see the property and do a rough estimate on the damages incurred, probably a few roofing irons, few timbers, few nails that can be purchased quickly to put a roof over the heads of the family. It's a quick rebuilding process rather than waiting for the long process that is always encountered over the last few years. Once that is done, these forms will be signed, verified, taken back to the commissioner's office, where it will be countersigned, and a voucher will be issued to a government contracted selected hardware in the area, where that selected hardware will provide the materials as identified by the engineers, and these materials will be transported to the property by the hardware firms themselves, or by the individuals. If they would like to take their materials, they can do so, and they can do the rebuilding by themselves, or they can offer it out to some of their contractors, or the government can come in to assist in the rebuilding of their property. And in that rebuilding process, the government engineers will come around to monitor the work that is being done. So once the work is completed, they will certify the completion of that work, and that completes the process, and also completes the acquittal of the use of that voucher. So that is in a nutshell the new initiative on the rebuilding quickly that appeared on the dailies this morning. If they would like to get further clarification on that, the advice is to go to the Commissioner's office. If you're in the Western Division, go to Commissioner Western's office, or to the District Officer's office, or to the PAs. Also, if you cannot make it to these offices, the engineers that will be coming around to do the verification, they will be coming around with those registration forms too. They can access them on the ground as the engineers come around to do verification on properties that they have already filled forms on. So that is on the new initiative on rebuilding back property that appeared in the dailies. This is all in the effort of the Prime Minister trying to restore life and livelihood back to the public as quickly as possible. That gentleman and lady is the latest update of the last 24 hours.
Thank you so much. Now we'll take the questions from the floor.